the right place at the right time, blasting out of the East Coast like a ray screaming across the land and into your town and into your home, slamming into your Mac like a supercharged DeLorean running on plutonium. Greetings from an undisclosed location. This is Logic Pro Hacks. Logic Pro Hacks. This is Brian. Yes, that's right. The one who could do a voice like Batman. Anyhow, hey guys, what's up? So anyways, it's about 1:08 in the morning on an early Monday morning. And so I decided to do something a little bit fun. Made this little simple dubstep track. Just basically have a snare, kick, actually two snares. One's like just a weird snare. I had an interesting question, or basically how do you automate, the dubstep bass? This is kind of like part two on that bass I created a while back. The kick-ass bass. I'll just play a little line from it and let you hear what it sounds like. You can see I got a bunch of automation on it. So we'll just play the first part right here. I'll just solo that out. So there you go. That is my Batman dubstep bass. Anyhow, the question is how do you do automation in this? Here's the bass. Bring it back up. I'll reference another video or how I actually created this. But basically, it's just an ES2 using the FM and ring modulation and this one right here, the iron 2, because iron is strong. Yeah. So we're automating the cutoff on this side, add some texture, cutoff, which is this guy right here. And how you find these things, it's really simple. Say like we want to do the automate a little bit of drive. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over here and just click this little plus mark. There we go. So what we want to do here is just change this read to touch. Just go back over here and just play it normally. So you see I did the drive. Let's go back and change it to read. Did the drive. Like that. And then what we could do something like this. Pull it up. Really make it add even more movement. Something like that. See what that sounds like. Oh, that sounds pretty cool right there. So you saw how I did that. It was really easy. You just click on the touch and then you move whatever value that you want to move. Pretty much anything can be automated in here. That is if you don't want to do the cutoffs. The cool thing when you do automation versus cutoff, the automation you have more control over it and you can actually insinuate certain parts of the texture or certain parts of the notes when it hits. Whereas when you just put it a simple cutoff, it's on a cycle where it syncs, it may not hit it right. So that's why automation is kind of cool like that. It takes a little bit more time to add in the automation, but once you do it, man, it's really nice. Let's go ahead and just close that out. So then what we can do is we can just copy this, just hold down your shift key and then just drag it right up here like that. And then Command C to copy that part. Maybe put it over here. Put that as volume. So now, just move that up over there. Something like that. That'll work. That's how you copy it. Now, I also added a phase distortion. You can see it's just the mix levels is actually being automated. See, it adds a little bit. It goes full on phase distortion on these parts right here. And just tweak the cutoff, modulation. You can even add in more automation. Like if you wanted to do this same trick, just hit the touch and just move this value, and just don't forget to put it back to read, or it's just gonna jack you all up. EQ, pull it over here, just tailed it off a little bit around the one between 75. Cut off a little bit of the low end, because what's happening is I have a 808 kick that comes in. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and upload this project over at blend.io. If you want to go ahead and just grab it. And just look for the username Faded Shadows. So let's just go ahead and just listen to it, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Oh, you're gonna like this. Here it goes. I'm Batman. Batman. All right. As you heard, the voice is by moi. And I figured on the last video I did, everybody said I sounded like Batman, so I figured I'd just run with it and just own it. So that's the voice. And I will go ahead and include these samples on the blend.io project. And then the 808 kick, a simple sine wave with the pitching at the decay right here on the envelope. And all these settings will be in there. The piano is a contact piano. It's called an Augustus Forester. And it's a really nice piano sound. I really like it. Now, a lot of people don't have it. So what you can do is, once you upload the project or get the project, what I'll do is I'll create 2 tracks here, and I'll put in a second one with just a regular piano sound. And then I'll just have this one like muted, so that way if you don't have it, don't worry about it. And you can use this regular Logic piano. But that's just my preference. I like it. I put a compressor on it, ratio 3, and then jack up the volume. Vintage VCA sounds really good. Looks like there was already a setting. It's really good, and it really cuts the mix, especially a dubstep mix, and you want to mix in some hard piano. Delay FX is another ES2 setting, and all it is just some noise set over here, and all I'm doing is just automating the cutoff right here. So you can see as the noise goes up. Let's go ahead and play this for you here. Turn this one on and this one on. I also have a stereo delay in our compressor compressors for the sidechain. Here it goes. There's that in and out. So that's that. That's this one. So that's pretty cool. The drums are just basically some audio files. What's this? This is snare. Gotta name that. This is distorted snare. That's what it was. Distorted snare. Could put it like that. Move that around. There we go. Name this drum group. Just drums. And here's I could put these guys in their own little track stack. Box. There we go. And that way we can maybe just put the box down here, something like that, to get out of the way. Oh, distorted snare. How did that not get in there? All right, I must have. There we go. So you can just tighten it up a little bit. Bring all the automation down again. You can see that the automation is pretty much the same for all of it and how I copied that over. We have the 808 kick, which hits in here, but does not over here. And the reason why was, I think I was hitting some lower notes over here. Got that one, and then this one. Or just play the drums. Give an idea of what it sounds like. So those are the drums. Vox, simple dubstep track, BPM's 140. Key is in D minor, I think. And all right, guys, have fun with this. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. I'm happy to help you with it. Cheers, guys, and remember, I'm Batman.